Welcome back. According to the Water and Sewage Company, WASCO Communications Officer Sherry-Ann Gillard-Williams, the ongoing John Compton Dam Rehabilitation Project is progressing well. However, dredging is yet to begin as the first component of the project, which is the establishment of a sediment collection site, is still ongoing. Jacques Wooding tells us more.
Work on the second phase of the John Compton Dam Rehabilitation Project, which entails the dredging of the reservoir, is yet to begin, as confirmed by Water and Sewage Company Inc. Communications and Marketing Officer Sherry-Ann Williams. Williams, providing an accurate update on the progress of the rehabilitation project, says though progress has been made, the project still remains in phase 1.
The first phase of the project, which is the construction of that sediment disposal area, is still not completed. There is a lot of headway that has been made in that regard, but as you may appreciate, there are some extenuating circumstances that have impacted the progress of the works there. The weather, for example, is one of them, and that has slowed down the completion time for the project. However, the phase 2 of the John Compton Rehabilitation Project, which is the actual dredging of the dam, has not started as yet.
Williams says the delay in the commencement of dredging is due to the fact that WASCO has not been able to secure a facility for dumping of the sediments to be removed.
We expect to start pretty soon, and of course, as soon as we have a date for that, we will let you know. A lot of that is dependent on the completion of phase 1, because as you can appreciate, the silt from the dam has to be deposited in that area that is being constructed in the phase 1 of the project. So as soon as that is completed, in terms of phase 1, we will let you know, and phase 2 will begin as soon as phase 1 has been completed.
She assures that measures have been put in place to disseminate more accurate information on the progression of this project to the general public in future. For 7 News, I am Jacques Wooding.
The Inter-American Institute for Cooperation on Agriculture, IACA, is reaffirming its commitment to reducing inequalities facing rural women by adopting an innovative approach to ensure the economic independence and empowerment of these women. Speaking on the plans for 2020, IACA's representative for the Eastern Caribbean states, Greg Rawlins, says the agency will focus efforts on bolstering St. Lucia's developing chocolate industry, as it employs a large number of rural women across the island.
The area of with the rural women, as we've worked with them for many years, we have the group, various clusters under the St. Lucia network of rural women producers. In particular, we work with all of them, but there's a group in Micoud, Algiers, where we do the chocolate, production of chocolates. The Micoud brand is on the market.
Rawlins says through such programs, the agencies afforded the opportunity to contribute to the economic independence of rural women, therefore enabling them to assume a leading role in social, economic, and technological sectors.
The idea is to create these opportunities for these women so that they can earn an income, earn livelihoods, and so on, and at the same time provide linkages back to the producers, the cocoa producers, who will have some market for their products.
IACA also implements actions geared towards strengthening the capacities of rural women through greater access to education and training, while contributing to creating the necessary institutional frameworks for the management of production and social policies that clearly express the contribution of rural women to the economy. Passers-by on the Castries waterfront were engaged this morning by the Ministry of Agriculture's banana plant election. After sampling fruit from each plant, participants took to the ballot box to decide the way forward for St. Lucia's banana industry. Jacques Wooding tells us more.
To overcome climate change impacts and enhance the income derived from the banana industry, the Ministry of Agriculture, in collaboration with the Taiwan Technical Mission and the Banana Productivity Improvement Project, introduced a new dwarf variety of Taiwanese banana in 2019. These bananas were planted at 6 demonstration farms across the island, and the first harvest was reaped in January 2020. Today, members of the public were invited to the very first banana election, where the new crop was compared to traditional banana varieties. According to assistant technician for the Taiwanese technical mission, Bo Ying Lin, this survey aims to actively involve the general public in the selection of the most suitable banana variety for the local industry.
Today I'm doing the survey and doing the banana competition about Taijiao No. 2 and local plant in St. Lucia. Which one will be the better bananas for the customers? The Taijiao No. 2 will be a little draft, will be a shorter and will helpful to prevent for the climate change about the strong wind and the strong rain. And we hope so this variety of bananas will help farmers to have a good quality of bananas. And that's it. So we do the survey to check out which bananas will be better for the customer. And the farmer will be consider about the new variety will be a better one.
Due to the traits of this new banana variety, the taste buds of survey participants were put to the test with a blind screening.
Using a blind test, so here you can see we have the 6 different tests to check out which kind we will like, and later we will give everyone a vote to vote which variety you like, and later we will do some analysis and after we will do this research public to the news to let everybody knows which one will be the most customer like and will be the suitable for in St. Lucia.
It is projected that this new banana variety will not only be an excellent option for climate change adaptation methods, but also improve the quality of outputs for farmers, increasing their profit margin. For Hot 7 News, I am Jacques Wooding.
Although Wasco does not anticipate drought conditions in 2020, the company says given the unpredictable nature of weather conditions during this time of year, the company's water management plan has been activated. It places heavy emphasis on responsible water usage and personal responsibility for one's home being able to ride out the dry season.
The Water and Sewage Company Incorporated, WASCO, says its ability to provide water to its customers is not expected to be implicated by 2020 dry seasons, as per current projections. WASCO's communication officer, Sherry-Ann Williams, says it is very unlikely that a repeat of the prolonged drought conditions experienced in 2019 will occur. However, the company strongly stands by the better safe than sorry principle and has activated its dry weather water management plan.
Based on the information that we've received from forecasters and other experts, we do not expect an unusually dry season this year. I know that during 2019, we did experience an extended dry period, and of course, anytime there's no rain, it would pose a challenge for WASCO in terms of how much water it can produce and our distribution as well. We do, however, have mechanisms in place to deal with adverse weather conditions that, disrupt our ability to distribute water. And these systems are activated, especially if we have a shortfall in water production and so on.
She dispels reports of an ongoing drought and says based on investigations and current reports from technicians, the level of water in catchment areas is steady. Williams expressed the view that a wise investment in anticipation of annual dry conditions would be to buy a water tank and save as much water as possible.
There's also a responsibility on the consumer as well. So we always urge our customers to make investments in themselves and purchase storage tanks for their homes and businesses, and we also advise people to use water sparingly. It's not only for the dry season, but of course it assists with your water bills. You stand to benefit from lower bills and so on based on your consumption levels.
Williams noted that WASCO has completed a number of public service announcements which provide tips and suggestions on water conservation. For Hot 7 News, I am Jacques Wooding.
Thank you very much, Jacques. This is the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. Stay with us. Sports and weather are coming up after the break.